the appliance we're going to be using today is a normal fire engine. The equipment on it is no different to anything else. Okay, so they've arrived at the fire, the crews dismount, they're undoing the lockers, and you'll see straight away we've got instructors on the yard itself, but they're not intervening with what the firefighters are doing. They're running out the normal lengths of hose, and you hear safety words of command being shouted, so they're all clear about what they're doing. They're running out 2 lines of hose, and they've both got 2 lengths in each. They'll then double back to get branches, and that's what changes the water to be able to spray it onto the fire. They'll attach those branches to the hose, and then they'll be ready for water on. You'll hear some words of command being shouted in a minute to get water on at that pump, at that fire. If you look at the back of the fire engine, you can see one of our young firefighters is operating the pump. Now that pump is a specialist bit of equipment. It's very technical. There's a lot of understanding with that, but the crews and the young firefighters go through that on a number of occasions, so they're fully aware about delivering water from the hydrant, which is on the ground, into the fire engine. We give it a bit of energy so it gets a bit of speed, and then they'll push that water along. So you can see there now, they've shouted water on, delivery number 1 on, delivery number 2. Branch working in the open, and you'll see the water come along now. One of the key situations they've got to be aware of under health and safety is to look after each other. If you look where the branches are now at the end of the hose, you'll see their visors are down, and they're supporting each other. Now remember, these are people that have probably never met before from 2 different schools. Now they're leaning on each other. They're supporting each other, they're speaking to each other. They're fully aware of what could go wrong and what dangers are out there that firefighters are subjected to constantly, even in a training environment. So we've got 2 young firefighters on the hydrant, which is here, delivering water from the ground level into the pump and onto the fire. Right, so the drill instructor's there shouting, knock off, make up. That means knock off the water and make up the equipment. And you'll see now, it's not just to walk along. They'll be running, they'll be doubling to make sure that equipment is stored quickly back onto the fire plant. All our firefighters do that because they don't know when the next 999 call's coming in, that they might need to go over fire quickly. So even getting to work at the fire, so getting the fire put out is quick, but then also the making up of all the equipment is quick. And it's done safely. And you can see them working together now. If there's something going wrong, or there's an issue that needs resolving, they're looking for it constantly. So what they're doing there is, they've run out the hose already, now they're going to put it back together again. They need to take the water out of it because it's quite heavy. Then they're going to roll it up. And you'll see, knees are bent, backs are straight. They'll keep a quick look up now and again to make sure there's nothing in front of them. And it's restored on the appliance. And if you have a look around, they'll start to encourage each other to speed up, to get it all put onto the appliance quickly. They'll be checking to make sure it's put on safe. They'll be checking to make sure it's put on in the right lockers as well. Again, working together, running constantly, because they know they need to do this job quickly and get it sorted out. Okay, so first exercise.